All right, guys, today we're going to take a crack at this. I just got this off of eBay and was advertised as a railroad lock. I don't see any railroad stampings on it, but it could be, I guess. It's made by Wilson Bohannan. I think you can make that out. Nice, clean stamping there on the shackle. Wilson Bohannan Company, Marion, Ohio, USA. Very clean lock, nice sharp edges. So if this thing was used, it wasn't used a whole lot. It didn't hang from a shackle somewhere and round all of the edges off. And I really like getting these where there's hardly any damage on this thing at all. Just a little bit right there. But other than that, beneath this, what appears to be tar or road grime, it comes right off on your fingernail. It seems to be just in great shape. I do have a key with this one too, and it also is covered with this black tarry substance. I'm not going to clean it up, but I am going to try to pick it. And when I say try, a little swing gate there, that's what I'm talking about. It's one of those locks that I'll probably have to manufacture a tensioner for a couple of reasons. And I know you can't really see it, but I'll take the lock cam and stick it down inside of there. This lock has one of those gates around the post, and you can see that when we take a look at the key. There's this little notch cut right here. So when this slides in, that fits around that circular gate to allow the tensioner to get flush against the back of the lock. That's kind of an anti-picking feature. So we just take a flat wire and stick it in there. It won't be able to push up against the back of the lock, and it'll never be able to reach that tensioning wafer, or tensioning lever. So that's what that's all about. I'm going to go ahead. Leif in Sweden sent me a whole assortment of these type of keys. He only sent me one of these, but hopefully that's all we'll need. It looks to be about the right size hole. I'll have to enlarge it just a little bit, I think. And then I'll have to grind that lever off a little to fit it in there. I think I can do that. And what I'll do is, I've already colored it with my magic marker. All the black part, I'll just cut it all away, and I'll cut a little notch up in the front, and then that little silver remaining will be our tensioner. So it'll fit around that circular gate. We'll be able to tension it. I'll file all the top of this off, and then we'll be able to fit a wire in there. But the first step, let's cut this down and see if we can at least tension this lock before we start fiddling around with all the other features. All right, we're well on our way to having a tensioner. I'm pretty sure it fits now. A little tight, but it still works. And when I slide it in there, you can see that there's a very strong spring in there. But more importantly, you can see that I'm tensioning right there. You can see the shackle moving. So we got this about where we want it. I'm just worried this thing's going to break off, but we'll find out. So what do I got to do next? Well, I'm going to remove this part of the key and grind down the top of this quite a bit so that I'll be able to fit my wire inside of that very, very tight keyway. And we'll see if we can get this bad boy picked. All right, guys, there's what we ended up with. Nice little square cut in the end there for that anti-pick feature in the back. I filed it. It's almost too thin. I can probably take my thumbnail, but I think that's probably going to be thin enough to get our wire inside of there. I even cut the notch on the back here, just so you guys know. I'm only tensioning the lever in the very back, none of the other guys. That's what the wire's for. And that leads me to the next subject. A lot of you guys ask, how do I organize my wires? They're usually in the bottom of a drawer all jumbled up. And recently I got this little Pelican case. They call it the Ruck. And inside of it, there's this little tray. So I took a little piece of foam and I took a razor and made a bunch of slits, and then that way the wires fit in there, largest ones in the back, and then kind of move forward to the smallest ones. I've also got them arranged to which way the wires turn, so it makes it really easy, and I can either lift this out and get it on my way, or this whole tray, which by the way comes with this, lifts out, and then all of the other bits and bobs that go along with lever lockpicking, you can just keep them in the bottom, extra wires, all those little pieces. So anyway, I'm probably going to use a straight wire. I'm going to choose this medium guy right here. Try that. And that ought to be close enough. That ought to work. All right, so let me get this out of here. I know, it's really anal. I got it. But You guys ask how I organize stuff, and that's how I do it. That's what all this downtime during the coronavirus is for, to do all this stuff you wouldn't normally do, right? All this organization stuff. All right, let's slide this guy in there, slide the wire in, and then rotate the whole mess. Come on. Come on, wire. Cooperate. It's a little tight. Yeah. Come on, wire. Get around that corner. Why aren't you turning? There we go. There we go. All right. You guys, I didn't even touch the wire. Honest to God. I did not touch it. I didn't turn it. I manipulated nothing. Let me take that wire out of there. Let's just try this again. Okay, so we slide that dude in. Okay, so why did I waste all of that time filing that flat spot so I could fit the wire? I have no idea. A total waste of time. This is what I guess your key will look like. All you need to do is tension it, apparently. What a waste of... Anyway, you got what you got. An open's an open, no matter how much time it takes. Yeah. So the master key for all Wilson Bohannans right there, guys. All right, appreciate your time. Stay safe, stay legal. And if you have one of these, I wouldn't lock up anything too valuable. No wonder it's hanging on the back of a truck during a tar storm. Thanks, guys. That was unbelievable. Oh, now it's not working. Yeah, it is. Man. Half a day to make that. I could have used a wire.